Right, this is the setup now, after making some tweaks. In a nutshell, this setup is looking good to replace this professional lat pull-down machine by Watson. Top weight horn here. I used some spare 5 kilogram weight plates just to kind of bring this out a bit more, because I wanted this chain to be kind of in the middle of this weight horn being connected to the other side, the other weight horn. And obviously, because when I'm pulling in the weights on the right hand side, as you can see from here, this is getting pulled this way where the force is, or the forces are. So it's to stop the kind of high-end straps from kind of getting moved, you know, going that way. I've just kind of filled up this area with weights, put in some kind of clamp collars just to kind of lock it in place, and that should not budge. It's definitely not going to be budging this way anyway. It is looking really good. I also kind of dismantled that here. This was locked on to these chains, and to be honest, it wasn't doing anything apart from pulling the chains that way. So dismantled that, didn't need that. It wasn't kind of there for any purpose really. So perfect, absolute perfect. It is actually, it's maybe consider going from these kind of steel cables from Amazon, and these do the job, don't get me wrong, they work, but these supposedly have 100 kilograms weight capacity. But at some stage, the kind of side bits which I've used for cable crossovers, I'm going to replace these steel cables with using either this exact same type of cord, or I'm going to use, you know, some kind of climbing rope. But I'm loving this. It's working brilliantly. So. Feels good. It may come to the point where performing kind of seated lat pull downs may not be a suitable solution for this exercise if I can't get a good range of motion at the top of the lift. Now, yeah, the top of this bar was up here, hence why I got a pencil and marked it, so it's definitely lowered. Going for 50 kilograms. See how many reps I can do. Bruh. The bar is just dropping down too much, and I'm probably going to draw a new line here just to mark where this bar is situated now. It's good for the old grip. Right, here we go. Once the weight comes up, I can feel my bum coming off the floor slightly. Yeah, it was hard to get reps there. The weight's pulling me off the ground. I'll need to work on that. There's always issues, always. Yeah, so see you soon. Right, I've been making some more kind of tweaks to this kind of setup. I've basically kind of taken the loose chain, looped it around my rack, so that I could pull this tight, which would bring this chain up a bit towards the ceiling more, which will raise this pulley wheel and thus raise this kind of bar up a bit. And then I took note of a new reading, and this bar was up at that line, right, when I just started out at 10 kilograms. Right now I've only got 30 kilograms in the bar. And now the bar hangs low again. So it's a case of I actually accept it, and I don't know, take away this and just put it with it, or if I'm doing seated version, I need to kind of pull at an angle to increase my range of motion. But I'm looking at this, and I actually think there's still a good bit of slack in this rope. If I pull this down, right, that brings that front pulley up. Right, so there's still a good bit of slack in this. I mean, obviously I don't want it too tight, but if I release it, see that? So I'm going to cut some of this length off just to see if that helps. Right, I've marked it with a pen there, black pen, and I'm just kind of experimenting here, so I'm trying not to cut off too much. Now, as you can see, this is me pulling it really tight, and I am too short. Way too short. honest, what? Yeah, I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. I can't get full range of motion. Because with this kind of cord that I've used, it states it's got a low stretch. Yeah, it's definitely stretching down. I mean, this keeps coming low. Ideally, this needs to be up higher, you know, but you know, it is what it is. My motivation just now is just low because I'm gutted. I thought this would have worked out, you know, brilliantly, but like additional exercises, setting up the cables and stuff like that for seated rows and tricep push downs and cable bicep curls and overhead tricep extensions, stuff like that, you know, works really well. But lat pull downs though, this seems to be the tricky one. I mean, I was hoping that I could maybe get rid of my own kind of, you know, expensive lat pull down machine, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So that's going to be me. I'm going to just not so much abandon this, but I'm going to just kind of let it be for the time being. Take a little break, and maybe at some point in the future I'll have it back out and see if I can improve upon this. It's not working too well, to be honest. There's a lot of friction. It's not as smooth as the 3.5 millimeter cord I was using along with my old pulley wheels. It just doesn't feel smooth at all. So yeah, if the smoothness isn't there, if there's too much friction, which there is, then it doesn't matter how thick the rope is, how strong it is, I'm not going to want to use this as a cable setup. Using the old plastic pulley wheels, you know, them, and either the Amazon kind of steel cable or the 3.5 mil cords, much smoother. Obviously these aren't as heavy duty. Supposedly they can, you know, withstand 200 kilograms. These are much better. So where do I go from here? I may have cracked it this time. That's heavy. Heavy.